The old man never imagined that simply opening the window for ventilation would cost him his life at the hands of the snowflakes falling from the sky. His wife, who rushed over upon smelling the scent, soon collapsed on the windowsill as well. This scene filled everyone with endless sorrow and confirmed that the snow falling outside was indeed toxic. Anyone who came into contact with the poisonous snow would die inexplicably. John then thought of his wife and daughter. He resolved to risk leaving his friend's home and return to search for them. With everyone's full support, he donned thick protective gear, a gas mask, and gloves. Encouraged by his friends, John cautiously stepped outside. As everyone had surmised, the clothing effectively shielded him from the snow's harm. But now John faced an even greater challenge. The disaster had rendered all vehicles unusable. Thus, John had no choice but to trek home on foot through the blizzard. A tale of apocalypse and human nature thus unfolded. Soon, John emerged from the affected zone. The scene that met his eyes left him utterly stunned. The entire city lay shrouded in the blizzard. Everywhere he looked, corpses littered the landscape. Argentina's capital had fallen victim to the toxic snow. Braving the bone-chilling wind in deadly flakes, John pulled his coat tighter and pressed onward. Though his home lay just 5 kilometers away, each step proved an agonizing struggle. Suddenly, a sharp whistle pierced his ears. John turned to look behind him. Amidst the swirling snow, a soldier stood. Yet, in an instant, the soldier vanished eerily. John had no time to ponder. He had to hurry home, so he chose a side path. He walked for what felt like an eternity. John froze in horror at the sight before him. The abandoned train was surrounded by corpses. Just as he prepared to leave, a strange knocking sound echoed in his ears. John turned to look and saw a group of people trapped inside a train car. Clearly, they too knew the snow outside was poisonous and had remained inside, too afraid to venture out. Then a girl pleaded for help through the window. Seeing this, John's heart softened instantly. He stepped into the other side of the carriage, facing this group of desperate survivors. All he could do was give them some supplies, promising he'd return once he found help. Ignoring the curses from the crowd behind him, John shouldered his pack and left the carriage. After all, in this apocalyptic world, John had to protect his family first. Soon he reached the entrance of the residential complex. Just as he'd feared, corpses littered every corner. Following the faint glow of lights, John made his way to the 18th floor. There, he witnessed a deeply unsettling scene.